Life moves so fast. I mean, between work, life responsibilities, and the endless to-do list, it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and lose touch with your femininity. But here's the truth. Your feminine energy isn't something that you have to find. It's already within you, waiting to be nurtured, waiting to be embraced. And when you tap into it, you'll feel more radiant, you're going to feel more confident and effortlessly magnetic in everything you do. So in today's video, I'm sharing powerful ways to really increase your feminine energy, even as a busy woman. These tips will help you move through life with grace, with ease, and with an undeniable presence. So if you're ready to truly increase your feminine energy as a busy woman without adding more stress to your life, then please keep watching. Welcome to the Chic Evolution, your ultimate destination for fashion, beauty, and empowerment. I am a former top model and multiple beauty pageant winner. I've had the privilege of walking the runways from America to Europe. I've graced magazine covers, and my passion for helping others has empowered me to uplift those around me. So join me as I share insider tips on style, confidence, and living your best chic life. Because at the Chic Evolution, confidence is always in season. Welcome back to our little corner of the internet where we explore all things fashion, all things empowerment, and of course, all things femininity. Before we get started, you know the drill. Please do take the time to subscribe to my channel and to also like this video for more content like this. And if you are new on my channel, over here, we like to start each video by lighting up a candle just for the good vibes. And towards the end of the video, we turn it off and I send you with an uplifting and empowering affirmation. And I always invite you, if you have a candle at home, to also light it up with me just to join in this little practice. So we still have the flower candle, at least that's how I call it. Let's light it up. And there you go. Here is our candle for today. Oh, isn't she so pretty? Anyways, let's jump right in. And we're gonna start by talking about the art of selective stillness. So in a world that rewards constant talking and instant responses, mastering the art of selective stillness sets you apart. Women who embrace stillness and measured speech command more attention than those who rush to fill every silence. When you resist the urge to over-explain, you leave more room for intrigue and show confidence in your words and in your actions. Silence, when used intentionally, is a form of power. So instead of nervously justifying your choices, practice pausing before responding. And a simple, confident, "I prefer this," or "that doesn't work for me," can be far more effective than an overly detailed explanation. This reserved approach makes people listen more attentively when you do speak. Selective stillness also applies to body language as well. So movements that are smooth and deliberate project a sense of calm and confidence. So instead of fidgeting, maintain a poised posture with relaxed shoulders. This signals that you are comfortable in your own skin and do not need external validation. So to cultivate this habit, practice speaking in measured tones and also allowing pauses to carry weight in your conversations. And when faced with a question, take a moment before answering. This not only makes you appear composed, but also gives you time to formulate more impactful responses. And ultimately, the woman who masters stillness exudes an aura of mystery and self-assurance. She doesn't chase approval constantly or rush to justify her existence. She simply is, and that is powerful. And speaking of power, let's talk about luxurious boundaries. So say no like an elegant woman. Setting boundaries is an essential aspect of feminine energy, and doing so with grace transforms it into an art form. An elegant woman doesn't feel the need to apologize excessively when she declines something. She really just trusts that her time and energy are valuable, and a well-placed no does not need to be defensive. Instead of over-explaining why you cannot attend an event or even take on extra responsibilities, keep your response simple and firm. Something like, "I appreciate the invite, but I won't be able to make it," is enough. Notice how this conveys confidence without the need for justification. True luxury is knowing that your piece is non-negotiable. And this means prioritizing your well-being over obligations that drain you. When you set clear boundaries, you really invite people to respect you more because you respect yourself first. And to really enforce boundaries with warmth, pair a firm no with a light, genuine smile. This maintains an air of kindness while reinforcing your decision. And if necessary, offer an alternative. Something like, I can't meet today, but I'd love to reschedule for another time. Works as well. So when you master the art of luxurious boundaries, you no longer feel the need to explain or seek permission. Your time and presence become a privilege, something you grant to people and situations that align with your values. And speaking of values, let's talk about the importance of decoding desirability. Your voice is one of the most potent tools of attraction, yet many people overlook its importance. So a rushed, high-pitched, or uncertain tone can make even the most beautiful words lose their power. And the secret to drawing people in, controlled, warm, and deliberate speech. And the drop and draw technique is a subtle but powerful way to enhance vocal allure. And this means lowering your tone slightly at the end of a sentence instead of raising it into an upward inflection. So a statement like, "This dress is stunning, right?" is high-pitched and questioning, versus "This dress is stunning." You see the difference between the two, right? My voice is lowered and confident and creates a vastly different impression. And another element is pausing. A well-placed pause creates intrigue and makes your speech feel more intentional. So really try to avoid rapid speech as it signals nervousness. Instead, aim for a controlled rhythm when you speak. And varying your tone and texture adds depth to your voice. I mean, think of how captivating storytellers naturally modulate their voices to draw listeners in. A voice that flows like music, soft at times, assertive when needed, keeps conversations engaging. So, to refine your voice, record yourself speaking and listen to how you sound. Adjust your speed, adjust your tone and intonation to develop a voice that exudes poise and charisma naturally. So with practice, you will notice that people not only hear you more, they truly listen. My next subject is all about reverse dressing. So start with your mood, not your outfit. Most people choose their outfit based on practicality, but a truly feminine woman starts with how she wants to feel. Fashion psychologists have found that what we wear directly affects our mood and confidence. So instead of asking yourself, what should I wear today? Ask, what energy do I want to embody today? This shifts your approach from passive dressing to intentional styling. And dressing in alignment with your emotions can be transformative. So if you feel powerful, opt for a structured silhouette. And if you crave softness, choose flowy fabrics and pastel tones. So the power is to let your wardrobe reflect your emotional landscape rather than forcing an outfit that doesn't match your current state. So this technique also helps in manifesting certain emotions. So if you woke up feeling sluggish but want to feel poised, dressing in elegant, well-fitted clothing can uplift your mood. And studies in cognitive psychology confirm that our external choices influence our internal state. And this really makes this an easy yet powerful feminine hack. Another advantage of mood-based dressing is effortless elegance. So instead of blindly following trends, your wardrobe becomes a carefully curated extension of your personality. And in the end, you'll have a style that is not only beautiful, but also deeply personal and naturally magnetic. So start experimenting by setting an intention before picking your outfit. And ask yourself that question, what kind of energy do I want to exude today? And choose your clothing accordingly. And I promise you that this simple shift will make getting dressed feel like a powerful act of self-expression rather than a mindless task. Most people communicate in plain, linear language, but the most captivating speakers paint pictures with their words. So instead of saying something like, "Oh my God, this meeting was really boring," say something like, "I kept checking the clock, but somehow only 5 minutes had passed. And even my coffee couldn't even keep me from zoning out." Do you see the difference between the two? As someone with a bachelor's degree in the art of communication, I'll tell you exactly why the second example is way more powerful. The improved version works better because it engages senses. Sight, checking the clock. touch, holding coffee, and then the feeling impatient. And not just that, it creates an experience instead of just stating a fact. So rather than saying the meeting was boring, the second option shows the struggle of sitting through it, time dragging, coffee failing, zoning out. This makes it more relatable, immersive, and also memorable. Remember that feminine communication is always memorable. Neurological studies show that our brains process imagery-based language more effectively than abstract words. And this is why great storytellers hold our attention. They activate our senses through colorful descriptions. Women who master this technique become instantly more intriguing in conversations. So to practice this art, start by replacing generic words with sensory details. So instead of saying something like, I had a great weekend, I was just chilling indoors, say this instead. I stayed in my PJs all weekend, binge watching my favorite shows with snacks on hand, girl, barely moving from the couch except to grab more popcorn. Do you see the difference between the two? I'm describing the exact same weekend. One tells, the other one immerses. So this skill isn't just for poetic conversations, it's really useful in everyday interactions. So whether you're describing your weekend, maybe a memory, or even your aspirations, use language that paints a picture rather than list facts. Next time you're in a conversation, really challenge yourself to describe something with at least one sensory detail. Notice how people lean in, engaged by your words. This is a secret weapon of magnetic feminine communication. And speaking of femininity, let's talk about the power of leisure. So make rest look expensive. True femininity isn't just about how you work, it's also about how you rest. Many people associate productivity with value, but truly elegant women understand that how you rest is just as important as how you work. Leisure, when done with intention, elevates your overall presence and energy. So instead of mindless scrolling through your phone in some cozy sweatpants, consider infusing your downtime with luxury. So even small upgrades like sipping tea from even a fancy cup, lighting candles while you read, or even listening to classical music while just relaxing. I promise you that these activities create an atmosphere of effortless elegance. And it's really not about spending a bunch of money, but about being intentional with your environment. Leisure should never feel like an afterthought. When you take the time to rest beautifully, you reset your nervous system, allowing yourself to show up in your full feminine power. Women who embrace elegant leisure move through life with a calm, radiant energy that is unmistakably captivating. So by creating rituals around your rest, you really train yourself to embody femininity, not just when you're working or socializing, but when you're alone as well. From indulging in skincare routines that feels like a spa experience to winding down with soft loungewear, the details matter. Luxury really is a mindset, not a price tag. Somebody needs to put that on a t-shirt. Luxury is a mindset, not a price tag. Anywho, challenge yourself to really upgrade your leisure time this month and ask yourself, how can I make this moment more beautiful for me? Whether it's adding fresh flowers to your space, wearing a silk pajama set, your rest should look and feel as exquisite as you do. Now let's talk about the importance of your walk. So your walk speaks volumes before you even say a word. Women who exude grace don't rush, stomp, or even fidget that much. They glide as if they're floating. The secret? Mindful movement and body awareness. The key to an elegant walk is posture and pacing. Instead of rushing constantly from point A to point B, move as if every step is deliberate. Keep your shoulders slightly back, your chin up, and engage your core lightly. Not only does this improve your physical presence, but also gives an immediate boost of elegance. Another aspect is how your feet touch the ground. So rather than walking with heavy steps, allow your weight to roll gently from heel to toe. This subtle change creates a more graceful, fluid movement that instantly upgrades your presence. And even something as simple as walking with relaxed arms can make a huge difference in your presence. And as a former top model, they teach that many people unconsciously hold tension in their hands or even shoulders while walking. But you don't want to do that. So by softening your movements, you appear more at ease and effortlessly elegant. So my chic babes, the next time you walk into a room, picture yourself as a walking painting. You're a painting in motion. Just remember that. Move as if there's music playing in the background. Slow, composed, and intentional. This small shift in body awareness can completely change how you are perceived, and more importantly, how you feel about yourself. And speaking of feels, let's talk about sensory anchoring. Feminine energy thrives on sensory experiences. When you curate your surroundings to engage your senses, you naturally radiate an aura of ease and of charm. So this means intentionally choosing scents, sounds, and textures that make you feel exquisite. And your signature scent is more than just a fragrance. It's a personal calling card. The right perfume can create an unforgettable impression, leaving a lingering presence even after you've left the room. So opt for warm, floral, or even musky scents that complement your natural chemistry, because having a signature scent is an effortless way to remain memorable. And beyond fragrance, sound plays an important role in shaping energy. So the music you listen to while getting ready, unwinding, or even working influences your mood. So create playlists that elevate your energy, whether it's soft jazz, classical instruments, or maybe some smooth R&B. Let your background music set the tone for your day. Touch is another overlooked aspect of femininity. So choose fabrics that feel luxurious against your skin. So think about silk, think about satin, and even cashmere, because these fabrics enhances your connection to your body. Being intentional about texture makes a significant impact on how you feel. So start by integrating sensory anchors into your daily routine. Whether it's misting your favorite scent before stepping out, filling your space with soothing music, or wrapping yourself with a soft blanket, these small adjustments elevate your energy and your presence. And speaking of presence, let's talk about the art of lingering. So moving through spaces with poise and presence. Many people rush from one place to the other, but a woman who lingers commands attention. And lingering doesn't mean wasting time. It means being fully present in your movements. So instead of darting into a room, slow down. Let your presence settle before speaking. Moving gracefully through spaces creates an air of ease and of authority. So when you walk, allow yourself to be aware of your surroundings rather than rushing through them constantly. Notice the way the light falls on the table, how the air feels, or how people react to your entrance. And lingering also applies to conversations. When someone asks you a question, take a moment before answering. This small pause makes you appear more thoughtful and composed. It also just makes others engaged in whatever you have to say. Practicing mindful lingering can shift how people perceive you. So instead of appearing hurried or distracted, you exude poise. And even something as simple as holding eye contact just a few moments longer than expected can make a lasting impression. So start incorporating the art of lingering into your daily routine. Move through life at the pace that feels intentional rather than rush, because a woman who owns her time owns her presence. And now let's talk about cultivating a resting glow face. So a feminine presence is most captivating when it radiates natural ease, right? So a woman's glow is not just about skincare, it's about the way she carries her face in moments of stillness. So the term resting glow face refers to a serene, slightly lifted expression that exudes warmth even when you're not actively smiling. So a common mistake many people make is letting stress harden their features. Instead of doing this with your eyebrows, perching your lips, or even holding tension in your jaw, practice micro relaxation. So throughout the day, take a moment, or even right now as you're watching this video, soften your forehead, release that tension that you have in your jaw, and slightly lift the corners of your lips. This subtle shift creates a more inviting, effortless appearance. And another trick to maintain a natural glow is to focus on your breathing. So deep, controlled breathing relaxes facial muscles and oxygenates the skin, enhancing its natural vibrancy. So So breathing techniques like box breathing, so inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4, can instantly brighten your face. Hydration and nourishment play a huge role in how you glow from within. So a well-respected, well-loved woman shines without effort. So incorporate moments of joy and relaxation into your daily life, whether it's trying out a new recipe, maybe getting some fresh air, or simply indulging in joyful thoughts. My chic babes, your emotions shape your glow. So to practice the resting glow phase, try checking in with your expressions throughout the day. Gently lift the corners of your lips, release facial tension, and breathe deeply. And over time, it will become second nature, allowing your natural radiance to shine through effortlessly. Now, let's talk about how your presence leaves a lasting impression, because that is a huge component of feminine energy. So every woman has an energy signature, so an invisible imprint she leaves on others. And this is not about looks, it's not even about words, but it's about the feeling people get when they're around you. Mastering your energy signature means becoming intentional about how you influence a room without forcing anything. Your energy is shaped by your thoughts. It's also shaped by your emotions and also your physicality. So to cultivate this, focus on inner harmony. Avoid excessive complaining, dwelling on negativity constantly, or carrying tension in your body. Avoid places, people, environments that don't allow you to be in that positive energy, or take away from your positive energy. And if you don't make those changes, these habits will unfortunately make your presence feel heavy rather than inviting. And a key component of impactful energy signature is body awareness. The way you move, the way you breathe, or even the way you take up space affects how others perceive you. Slower, more deliberate movements exude confidence and grace, while nervous or fidgety behavior dismisses your presence. Another overlooked factor is your gaze. So direct but soft eye contact conveys warmth and engagement. A woman who maintains steady eye contact without appearing aggressive is naturally captivating. So take note of how people respond to you. Are they drawn to your energy, or do they seem distracted? Just experiment with refining your presence, whether it's softening your tone, standing tall, or just adjusting your posture. And I promise you that over time, your energy signature will become an unforgettable aspect of your femininity. And you know what else is unforgettable? Grace in chaos. So how to remain effortlessly composed under pressure. True elegance could be most evident in moments of stress. Feminine energy thrives in calm composure, even when life becomes chaotic. So instead of allowing stress to dictate your response, take it slow, take a deep breath before speaking or making a rash decision. This 1 second pause can prevent unnecessary tension. Another key is graceful speech under pressure. So instead of snapping or becoming defensive, lower your voice slightly and articulate calmly. This makes even difficult conversations appear effortless at times. And finally, reframe challenges. Rather than thinking, this is so overwhelming, try, I have the ability to handle this with grace. Your mindset dictates your presence, and maintaining elegance in adversity sets you apart. Remember that your feminine energy is always within you. It's just really waiting to be embraced. The more you nurture it, the more effortlessly magnetic and confident you become. So if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more feminine elegance, confidence, and style secrets. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one feminine habit you're excited to incorporate in your daily life? Let's just continue the conversation down in the comment section below. And before I let you go, we're going to turn off the candle that we lit up at the beginning of the video, and I'm going to leave you with this parting message. And let me carefully grab the candle. Here she is. So my chic babes, until our next encounter, let your uniqueness shine, let your self-love grow, and let your confidence inspire. And I'll see you when? I'll see you sooner than later. There you go. It is a wrap. Oh my goodness. It's a wrap, baby. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.